task of relating the stories that pertain to the bride. It's all to all of our big sister, Catherine, Katie Gieser.
Good evening to you, Libby and Aaron, and all of you wonderful people here to share this day with us. If you don't know, I'm Katie Gieser, and I'm the oldest of the 8 Holman children. And there's 4 years in between Libby and me, and a brother in between us too. And I can remember when we were young, pretty young, that gap seemed huge to me. It seemed like Libby was a little kid, and she was always following me around wanting to copy me. And so Mom would remind me that imitation is the highest form of flattery, so that I would look at it in a more positive light. And we shared a room for several years until Bernadette got old enough to share the room, and then up until she was getting married, maybe she was in the room. But one of my fondest memories of sharing a room with Libby, aside from turning it into a grocery store and using all of the food from the pantry, was falling to sleep listening to Papa Bell's Canon on cassette tape. She and I would take turns getting up and rewinding the tape. It's inevitable. Until we fell asleep, and we wouldn't remember who was the last one to turn it on. And we would talk about our wedding, and when we grew up, we wanted to walk down the aisle at our wedding to Papa Bell's Canon. And so I did 10 years ago this year, and Libby was my maid of honor, and I'm so honored. But growing up, Libby was always a good example to everyone. She always wanted to do the better thing, no matter what it was, little decisions, always thinking about it and wanting to do the better thing. She was very giving and generous with her things, always lending them to whoever wanted to borrow them, unlike those of us who were much more protective of our things. So she was always a very good example. And even now, as an adult, she still is a very wonderful example. She is an amazing aunt to my children, and they all love her so much. Sorry, I didn't memorize the whole thing. But truly, even though she is my younger sister, I look up to her as I would an elder. And I respect her opinion, and I strive to reach her level of goodness. Libby has always wanted to do God's will in her life, and for many years she was following that path through twists and turns, not knowing what God wanted from her forever. Nothing she did she ever felt was a mistake, but just not knowing for certain what the future would hold. And about a year ago, she was having a difficult time transitioning from one point in her life to another. And to see the difference in her now, and how happy Aaron has made her, is so wonderful to see. And they're older than many people are when they get married, but they've had so many experiences in their lives which have made them, helped them become the people that they are now, and led them to each other and the lives that they will share together. They both have very giving and generous hearts. They come from similar paths, and so they are the perfect fit. In our family, we would say quite often that if and when Libby did get married, it would have to be some special person. And Aaron is that. They're both an amazing example in their courtship. Always wanting to do the better thing. Little decisions, little things. Always wanting to do what was better. Not in a prideful way, but in a very good and inspirational way. I'm sure that their marriage will be blessed abundantly for how much, as a reward for how much they've given of themselves. And while it would be difficult for us to see Libby leave and go back to St. Mary's, we are comforted in the knowledge that Aaron will take very good care of her. So may God bless you always. I love you and congratulations.